Well, hello friends. Today we are going to look at some bugs. So, Dan Boyd here went and filed a bunch of text editor bugs. So I figured we can take a look at some of them. Maybe even all of them. So let's start with this one. Copy paste adds additional white space at beginning of lines. So if he selects and copies a block of shell code like this under TextEditor, then if he pastes it, then it looks like this. And it's just because the auto indentation feature is kicking in. Because the way that copy paste is implemented, let's see if we have something here. I can just actually take anything. If I try to paste, say, this right here into a text editor, let me just grab a text editor. Wait, that didn't auto-indent. Wait, so when does it auto-indent? Oh shit, wait, I guess it has to have some indentation already. So something like this. Or is it, if it has the tab key maybe? Yeah, there we go. So I guess these are, if you press enter here, then it does that, and then it tries to be smart about this stuff. So we should definitely not auto-indent on paste. So let's see, TextEditor has some auto-indents. How does this work again? Automatic indentation enabled, right. So nobody checks that function, but wait, how is that possible? Okay, somebody checks it. There's a fix me that gtext document is just hard coding that it's enabled instead of asking the text editor. So that's the first issue. We should definitely be asking the editor if automatic indent is enabled. So insert at insert at. Well, this is inserting a single character. So okay, all right. Then I guess that, well, frick. So this really probably should not care about the text editor because gtext document is not specific to any one gtext editor widget. You can have the same text document in multiple widgets, and you don't know if one of them has auto indentation enabled or not. So it shouldn't really happen at character insertion, but rather like, I guess, earlier somehow. I'm not exactly sure what the factoring should be, but regardless, we probably shouldn't default it true. So how should that work instead? Who calls this? It's the insert add text, insert add what now? It's the remove text command and the insert text command. So, frick, it's been a while since I've been working on text editing here. So when we insert, then we are inserting a chunk of text at a specific position in the document. All right, and we insert the text by just going character by character through this string view, and then for each character, we auto indent if needed. Maybe there should be like a optional gText editor parameter to this guy. How would that be plumbed? So I guess insert at would have, oh, this is all public API. Well, we could do something like this. So const TextEditor, and it's an optional, so we make it a const pointer. And if we, well, actually, let's force you to provide it just to be uncover everywhere that it's used. But then for undo redo is a bit weird. For undo, we should never expand tabs. Like an undo command and a redo command operation should never behave differently depending on if the editor has auto indent turned on or not. Like it should undo whatever you did. So it makes sense that in that case we wouldn't have. But the thing is that we achieve insertion by creating an insert text command and then calling redo on it. So this happens here. In the text editor, insert at cursor or replace selection. So we do insert text command and we call execute, which creates a command and then calls redo on it and then adds it to the undo stack. So man, maybe this is super obvious. I've just never worked on text editors before. So, what are you going to do with this? I guess we'll just pick some approach and roll with it. So maybe we can have a concept of like that a redo is interactive, so that we differentiate between like a redo that's initiated by the actual undo redo stack and a redo that's like the initial application of a command. So it's a little bit weird, but maybe that's okay, because then this would insert a bunch of characters and then we would save the resulting end cursor, and that's how we know what we inserted. So that would actually kind of work. So we would just have a sort of a redo mode, which is like what would it be like? Command redo mode. Feels really bizarre. Redo command is it phase? Is it the application? It's like the initial application of command, the initial execution. Damn, what's a good word for this? I want to have an enum, basically. So I want to have an enum that says enum class redo is initial application, initial command execution. Or maybe we imply that by passing a text editor. That's kind of interesting. So redo takes a text editor, but then it wouldn't fit the G command frickin' virtual style anymore. How do we want this to look like? Okay, why do I feel so stuck suddenly? So this is the base class of all the text document undo commands. So we could put a execute. I can make like this initial thing where we do something like this and TextEditor execute from, and this would do redo, and it would like set like a temporary editor context thingy. So we'll do like something like that, and it can be a const still. And then we'll do like that. Okay, and let's see where we do all of these guys. So it's all in the execute function. So we would just say like execute from this. And then we can leave it all alone. Okay, so now this guy knows the editor, and we can, it's protected, so we can get to it from the subclasses. And then in the insert text command redo, insert at, we insert at, okay, so let's do them this way. And then when we redo this thing, then we will say editor. And what's wrong with that? Okay, what? mtext is a string. mEditor is a const. Oh, it's already a pointer. All right. So for undo, then we don't need to pass the editor. It's only interesting for redo. Okay. And we'll pass it along here, and then finally, we'll rename this guy to editor is auto. It almost feels wrong to ask the editor about things, but at the same time, maybe it's okay. Okay, so tab width. Does the editor have tab width? Has soft tab width. Maybe we should just expose that. Text document client. We have a client interface. Maybe you should be given a client rather than a text editor. That would be a bit more OOPy. So then we don't, then text document doesn't need to know about free text editor. So we can say like bool is automatic indentation enabled. Come on, let's return false. Or actually, you have to implement it, bro. Okay, and we'll do like that. Then we'll just add these to TextEditor. So this will be a virtual const final. And likewise with soft tab width. Cool. And then this just becomes a matter of having a client instead. this is going to be client, soft tab width, or I guess 4 is the soft tab width that we're going with. Okay, so that's starting to shape up a little bit here, feel a bit more sensible. So we're executing not from a text editor, but from a client. Text document. Client is only much later. Shit. All right. I would very much like to define this already. Can I just move it later? Somebody depend on this? Oh, you jerk. Maybe we can get away with this. Let's see. Client. Okay, and then this guy right here, we just need to forward declare him. Oof, all right, that's pretty good. So of course we didn't actually turn off the auto indent yet. We're just re-architecting everything so that we can turn it off. And we'll just insert at document client. Oh, I guess we can just call it client here actually, because we're inside gtext document. That's nifty. So gtext doc line 431 is upset because I didn't save. All right. Now, when we do insert at, and we have the client, and he says whether or not auto indent is enabled, then where is paste implemented? TextEditor paste. Aha. So if you are pasting into a writable text editor, I think what we'll do is make a temporary change of the automatic indentation enabled. Just temporarily set it to false, no big deal. And we can rebuild and run now. And let's just grab that file I just tested with a moment ago. Oh, wait. Oh, dude, I can't press M here to get to the file. Oh, well, that's something that we should clearly have. What the heck? Oh, I guess that, frick. I guess that ran the build script, and then what? Then things got very strange and we crashed in File Manager because of who knows why. Anyway, we'll try that again. So I still can't press M. I can't believe that we don't have that feature that you can't. Okay, what's going on? We crashed again? What was it this time? Crashing in Windows Server. Wow, look at that. Some kind of double-click bug. Recently freed memory. Wow. Was there something before that? Made everything fall apart? Null-deref in File Manager. Yeah, there's definitely some bug fixing to be done in the File Manager, that's for sure. And in Windows Server as well. Okay, we'll just take an alternate route to get to this frickin' file. So here we are, and then we can get a second window right here. And this is stuff I copied last time. Plop, paste works, but if I type here, auto indent also works. So now we just simply disable auto indent during paste. So you do this, and you can paste it to your heart's content. It's pretty good. Okay, so let's see. I guess this is really two changes. So let's do the first one by itself. This is just plumbing through the gtext document client into the initial execution of a text document command so that it is able to fetch the auto indentation enabled state and soft tab width from the editor rather than duplicating that. So libgui pass give gtext document access to the initiating to the gtext editor during commands. It's sometimes useful, or it's useful for the text document to have access to the initiating gtext editor widget during the initial execution of a command. Since commands are executed via the virtual do command redo via calls to the virtual do this by wrapping execution in a by wrapping the invocation redo in gtext document commands. What was it called? Gtext document undo command execute from in a new helper called gtext document undo command execute from gtext document client. Is then used to fetch the current auto indentation feature state and the soft tab width, both used in text insertion. Okay, and then we can reapply this little change right here. Quickly disable indentation gtext editor paste into bang paste fixes blue. Tried to control V. What's that about? Okay, that's cool. What else? Jump to line and make color of non-highlighted line numbers darker. And something new is going on that I'm not even aware of. Okay, that's not TextEditor, so let's see. The color of the font used for the non-highlighted line numbers is too light, making the line numbers difficult to read. The non-highlighted line numbers. Now, I have a problem here that my monitor is not great at color, I've noticed, because if I look at my own videos on my phone or like on another computer or something, the colors are all different. And one day I'm going to get a better screen, but we're not quite there yet. So I'm stuck with this thing where I guess I can't really see the colors the way that they show up to other people. And with that in mind, maybe we should just take Dan's word for it here and say the non-highlighted line numbers are too light. We could just make them a little bit darker. The current shade used are highlighted, and then make the highlighted ones black. Okay, well, let's see how that would look like. So this is the ruler in the text editor. Ruler, ruler, ruler. Do we have paint ruler? No. Where did we paint the ruler? Somewhere at the paint event, I'm sure. If the ruler is visible, then we iterate through the visible line numbers and draw them. So if we're drawing the current line, then this is set, and then we use a specific color. So, okay, so it's just a widget background color, darkened either by 0.6 or 0.7. So we could definitely tone these down, like try something like that. See how that looks like. Problem is I won't even know if it's very good, but since we're toning it down quite a bit, let's just see. So is that an improvement? He suggested we can change them one to the other. So what was that? If it's the current line, 06. So we could have kept that one for the others. And this one could have been black, he said. But what about 5 and 4? Let's try those. Some real tweaking going on here. Hello there. See, that looks pretty good to me. Very legible. Very tasteful. I guess we could make this one a little bit darker. I don't know. Sweating the details here, but it's important. Everything matters. So foo bar. Okay, now this is super legible to me, and I quite like the way it looks. And let's just open the README here. And yeah, the line wrapping makes it look a little strange, but at the same time, it does make some sense. This text editor is so pretty to me. I think it's I really like the way it looks. Can we switch in some cool font here? One of Tibor's fonts. Look at that, gorgeous. But now I'm getting distracted. So, anyways, oh, that's so awkward that we're using the system. We don't use the same font for the highlighted line. So you're using the system default bold font. That's a bigger problem though, that I'm not going to sit down and work on that now because we don't have a way to match like thin font to its bold counterpart because the system doesn't know which is what. So that's something we would have to fix by spending some time on font matching. But right now we're just going to do this one. So make color of non-highlighted line numbers darker. I'm just going to correct the spelling here for you, Dan. TextEditor. Actually, in this case, like, let's just say TextEditor. Fixes 1, 1, 2, 3. All right. That's good. And actually, let's do that here as well. We will just do that. Okie dokie. And that one will be fixed. Plop. And then jump to line. Oh, Dan gave me a heart. How nice is that? It would be handy to have a text entry box in TextEditor that would allow you to instantly jump to whatever line number you enter into it. That would be handy. So it would be a bit like Hack Studio, right? Where we have go to line. The fact that this is not available in the regular text editor is a bit sad. So let's see, where is that? Is that even here? I guess it's not even in the menus. Can we go to line down here? No, this one is only looking. Okay, well, damn it. I need to get back to working on Hack Studio. Also, oh, look at that behavior. Oof. That's not very good. What even happened there? Crashing during static destructor invocations. Oof. Well, we have some stuff to look into. It's good. It's good that there's always things to do. But let's do that line number thing. So we had go to line somewhere in the code base. It's a context menu action. So I think this one it's so trivial that maybe we can just add it to the context menu here as well. So GTextEditor already has a context menu by default. I'll show it to you. So it has all of these friendly things here. Oh, I forgot about that icon. I remember drawing that now. That's quite a nice icon. So, wait, there's only 2 dots. And replace all has a capital L. Oh, we have to fix these things. What the frick? Replace all. We should really write them out like this. These are not proper nouns. Find previous. Find next. Place all. Place previous. So those are good. And then find place dot dot. That is definitely not cool. Need those triple dots there. See, these guys, they don't put the dot dot dots. But I like the dot 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 in this case because it will bring up a different pane for interacting with. So to me, that justifies putting the dot dot dot. And double dot is not a thing, so we should fix that. All right, so we bring this up, and it looks pretty okay. Well, there's a little bit of padding missing from the bottom, and these are like awkwardly not the same exact size. Yeah, this UI is kind of needs some love. It should be a single. I'm not sure, but like we're not going to get too heavily into that. But let's fix at least the typos and stuff. TextEditor, various UI text tweaks, let's say. Okay, and we had that go to line again that we wanted to do, so let's, oh wait, hold on. Right here, we are adding it as a custom context menu action to the editor inside of Hack Studio. So we could also just yoink this over and put it in GTextEditor instead of having it be only injected by the Hack Studio editor wrapper. So here is where we walk the custom context menu actions if present, but we will go ahead and add a separator before this. So add separator, and I think we should only have go to line if it's a multi-line editor. So is multi-line? Yeah, there we go. Because TextEditor is also used by the single line widget called TextBox. So we just say in context menu, add action, blah, blah, blah. And I guess we need G input box here. Not to worry. What else is wrong? Expected a paren. A paren? Wait, this is all wonky. I guess it is expecting it. A bunch of parens. Eesh. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, what's going on here? This indentation is messing me up. So we have one paren too many. That's it? Okay. Sometimes the indentation with lambdas can get confusing. So now we have go to line, Control L, and let's open something else so we can actually try it. So let's go to line 16. Well, we are there, but we couldn't start typing. It's so weird. 14. Hello. 0. 0 takes us to the bottom. That's interesting. 1 takes us to the top. What about -1? What about 9999? Also to the end. Why? So I wonder why it was, let's see, let's not save. Go to 12. I can't start typing. I don't like that. We should fix that, but that's probably a separate issue. So let's do that one separately. We are just moving it from Hack Studio. Should probably check that Hack Studio still works. But we can write out a little commit here. So TextEditor. Move go to line feature from Hack Studio into TextEditor. This is a handy feature for any multi-line TextEditor, so let's just have it in the base widget. Fixes 1122. Man, we are fixing all of Dan's bugs here. So let's just see that HS is looking good. Wait, maybe I forgot to create a new disk image. All right, and we can actually see that the ruler text here is looking a lot crisper actually, so that's good. Oh man, I forgot how cool this app is. I really gotta get back to this one. This is such a fun thing to happen. So Control L. Oh, it's not working. Okay, go to line 10. So that's fine, but okay. But if I'm here, it works. Wait, so why was it not working originally? Control L, not reacting. Control L, not reacting. If I click on it, it doesn't work. Right click, now it works. Okay. I know what that is. it's because the context menu is lazily initialized. Oh, that's so stupid. So we create the context menu the first time that you ask for a context menu by right-clicking. So in this case, we are just reusing existing actions, but for the go-to line, we specifically create it when you first request the context menu. So we're just going to do this, go to line action, and we'll make sure to create that somewhere else. So doof. All right, let's see how these are made. G action, go to line action. And just make sure to put these guys together for no particular reason, just because it's tidy. Okay, and then this is initialized here, so we can just do that. Ploof. And there we go. And is that everything that we need? Let's see. Okay. Wait, why does the action not work anymore? Okay, that's confusing. What the heck? Go to line action. Create actions. Wait, why doesn't it work? Let's test it out in Hack Studio. It's really bizarre that it seemed like it only worked one time. Oh shit! Yeah, right. Because all these other actions are scoped to the widget. So we gotta scope this action to the widget as well. That means that the action is available when that widget is focused, which is exactly what we want. And that's also how, by the way, like if you have an app that has multiple text boxes at the same, like visible in the same window, then obviously you only want the one text box that's focused to get like copy-paste key bindings, key presses and stuff like that. Actually, that's the wrong program. We didn't relink that one. Yeah, there we go. 5, 10. Great. So we'll do this one in a separate commit. GUI, or TextEditor. Create the go to line action eagerly. Previously, it was created. First time you requested a context menu for the TextEditor by right-clicking in it. Eagerly. That meant it wasn't possible to use Control L to go to line before you had first right-clicked the editor. All right. Oh, and then there was that issue with the opening the README and then trying to go to a line and then start typing, but now that works. So that's good. Quit without saving, yes. So I can't get anywhere right now. If I click here, then it works. Okay, so stuff is not, it's not focusing the text editor after we've opened something. So remember the open action, it's calling Open Sesame here, which is a very strange name that we are sticking with for now. So let's see. After we open a file and set the text file read all, okay, sure. Set path, blah, 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 and then we should really like editor set focus. Because it's really weird to not focus the editor after opening a new document. In fact, it makes me wonder what the heck has focus even. So open, readme, and we can go to 5 and start typing. So that's very nice. And let's see. Text editor. Focus the editor after opening a new file. Nice little quality of life improvement there. Okay, so we have accumulated a whole bunch of nice little things. It's pretty cool. And oh, by the way, I gotta try this thing because I don't play with this often enough. So let's generate HTML from this, and then can we open it like this? It doesn't work. That worked. Okay. So just to put them side by side, ploop and pull. Wait, no, like that. Isn't that cool? It's almost like we should make some kind of app out of this. Okay, so what have we achieved today? Well, we did the no auto indentation during paste. We did the line numbers looking slightly darker, which I think looks really good now. So I hope that that it looks good on a better screen. And we did the go to line feature, which we can now use to go to line 30, poof, line 40, blam. And then we fixed that little issue where we were not focusing the text editor after opening a new file. So, a lot of nice little things. So this is going to be the end of the video. So if you made it this far, then I thank you for watching, for hanging out while I fix a bunch of little text editing bugs and stuff. It's really fun to work on this stuff again. It's been quite a while. So it's really neat how there's like some time passes and then I can go and work on something that I haven't done for a few weeks, and it's just so much fun to get back into it. And this system is like large enough that there's always something that's sort of distant enough in time that it's just fun to get into it again. Very, very cool. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I hope you saw something interesting, and I will see you next time. Bye.